here live from Cincinnati, Ohio for tonight's, or for this afternoon rather. I'm so used to seeing tonight's, for Saturday afternoon hoops between Oak Hill Academy and Archbishop Moeller. Joining me in the booth is Spooky. What's up, Spooks?
Yo, how you doing, man?
I'm good, brother. What are you looking forward to in this matchup between Oak Hill and Archbishop Moeller?
I'm excited to see what Oak Hill can do. We've seen Oak Hill has made some pushes against, I think it was Prolific Prep. I think they were one of the only teams that was able to send them to overtime. And so we know that Oak Hill has some potential here, some real guys that can come up in the college, and I'm just pretty excited to see how this game's going to go.
Yeah, Oak Hill has they've not been able to get a win yet this season, which has been pretty surprising, but they have pushed a lot of teams to the limit, so we'll see how that plays out throughout the game here. Moeller, on the other hand, has surprised a little bit, both on the good and on the bad, so we'll see how it plays out. A little up and under move is good, getting Oak Hill on the board. Nice job there by Lou Williams.
It's always good getting a little change of pace to getting some high school hoops in here, not all basketball. It's kind of nice seeing a little different stadiums and stuff.
Yes, sir. Foul by Juju Anthony is Eric Sleepo going to go to the line and shoot two.
Shooting two.
Misses the first one.
What a surprise. I missed free throw.
No, I was about to say, these high school games, it's always pretty rough.
These guys got to work on their craft a little bit.
Yeah, true that. Stand out for those college recruiters.
That's a good... it's interesting, this Saturday morning for me actually turned out. I was supposed to have a baseball game today, and my son was supposed to have a Little League game, but it got rained out. Literally, the rain stopped right as the time as their game was supposed to be, but the fields were too messy. There's a nice job. So that's why I actually could have done the early games, but I didn't want to change it up on everybody. But it's nice and sunny out now, of course, and we got NBA playoffs start today, NHL playoffs start tomorrow, so there's a lot of stuff going on this weekend.
Yeah, I was watching a little bit of some NHL. I've never really watched it, but the Kraken was playing, I think it was a Vancouver team, like a couple days ago.
Oh, okay.
That was pretty interesting.
3-ball is good. Bang. Yeah, hockey's fun. I love hockey. It's my favorite sport, actually.
Yeah, I was kind of confused because, I've seen it a couple times, but I forget everything, and then I was confused about, the two halftimes. I was like, they already stopped. I was like, why are they stopping again?
They play 3 periods, yeah. Nice pass inside to Bates. Finally, Moeller. And Bates is a guy that I know really did well in the last time he was out. So see if Moeller continues to utilize him, but he was a big player in their win last week.
Oh. Lots of turnovers so far.
Yeah, listen, the kids are sloppy. This is what happens at this age. But yeah, just go back to hockey really quickly. Yeah, I mean, I'm a huge hockey fan, and Sleepo no good for 3. And if you enjoyed that game the other night, turn the playoffs on because the playoffs are just even 10 times more intense and better.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Now McQuinn inside off the glass and in. Good job by Moeller here, utilizing their bigs.
Yeah, it's a pretty slow start for them. They just had that first free throw, but now they're finally getting something going.
As a matter of fact, this is the rematch, if I'm not mistaken, of last week, because if I recall, it was they were at Oak Hill. I'm just looking now, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, they actually beat Oak Hill 2 weeks ago, 63-59, and if I remember correctly, it was on the backs of Desmond Bates, but I'm just going to look really quickly at the stats. Yeah, Bates went off for 28 points in that game.
Ooh.
So they're going to have to contain him today.
I like Oak Hill's jerseys. There was a team in my league in high school that had jerseys that were like just like that.
That's funny. I remember one of my high school, in the league that my high school team played in too. They were one of the high school teams had the exact same color. They were the Chiefs.
Yeah, mine. They were the Raiders, like kind of like pirate looking vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, the team was pretty good actually. I think they won state last year. No joke for the boys basketball.
Nice.
Yeah, they're a pretty top tier, like reservation native team. So they run super fast break, like heavy threes, and it's just all in your face. It really suffocates you if you haven't played that type of basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's super fast paced. If you play to their pace, it's exactly what they want.
And I apologize. They weren't the Chiefs. They were the Warriors, but it was literally the same
Yeah,
colors.
yeah. See, that's why like Raiders. I feel like that kind of
Mm-hmm.
vibe gets.
So you want to laugh as we talk about high schools. My kids' teams, the high school mascot is the Warriors, right? But it is an Indian head. And,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and the community has to change it from an Indian head to something else.
Oh, the rebrand.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
that's like with the Commanders, right? Is that why they're
Commanders.
the Commanders now?
Yep. Exactly. So there's been a bunch of different names, but of course, like the whole community is in up in arms. So why if we're the Warriors, why can't we just instead of the Indian head pick like some sort of army type player, person, figurine,
true.
whatever, or Spartan figurine, and still be
Yeah,
the
Knight
Warriors
or something. Yeah, some type of.
And nope, they're not doing that. So they're looking at
It's
other
just the
names.
mascot change would be good.
Yeah, but if you look at the school district, it's named after an Indian tribe, which is.
Yeah, so like that. Yeah.
But a lot of Long Island high schools are like that. Two there, no good. A lot of Long Island high schools are named after tribes that were Indian tribes that were or Native Americans. You gotta say be politically correct, but just a lot of them in Long Island were, which is where I'm from. So counted them one.
Yeah, there's lots of reservations around here in Washington. Like all the names are literally native names, like Puyallup and even Spokane and everything.
I mean, a big chunk of America is named after Native American tribes. So
Yeah, we got like Issaquah and like just a bunch of ones like that.
ours. So the high school that he will eventually go to is Comsawag. So there you go.
Yeah, that sounds like it for real.
Mm-hmm. Well, right now, Oak Hill doing a good job on Moeller to start this game as they're trying to get some revenge. But last time, I feel like it started out very similarly to this one, in that Oak Hill started out with a big lead, and Moeller kind of came back off of the backs of Desmond Bates, and right now Bates on the bench. But that was
Yeah, you hate when that happens when you have the lead and then they start coming back. Like I feel like I've been in the situation a lot where I've been down and we've come back, but I've never really been in the situation where I've been up and had a small lead or like had a big lead and lost it.
Yeah. Right now, Moeller not able to get things clicking as they trail by 12. You're watching High School Hoops presented by the CSBA. But Oak Hill out to a early lead after one, watching CSBA on Twitch. All right, we are back.
Air Force.
So David Ware, for you that, aka Riddle Diddle Ware, which is his player.
Yeah. On Gonzaga.
David actually used to have a printing company, called Ware Force. I actually have a sweatshirt upstairs from him. It says Ware Force on it.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's not doing it anymore, but he's still, it's out of respect to him, we still have it up there.
That's fire though. Oh,
nice block in the interior. Westbrook out to Carpenter. Carpenter drives, foul. The hard foul by Lucille White.
2 shots, foul, 2.
So substitutions. Desmond Bates back in the game.
Ooh. Huge 3 for Oak Hill there.
Yeah, they're running. They're looking pretty good.
Trying to run away with this one early.
High off the glass. There's Bates. And he gets fouled, counted in 1. Uh-oh, we might have just unwoken the beast. It's Bates to the line.
He converts the old-fashioned 3-point play.
Sure. Go 3-pointer. You earn the 3-pointer the old-fashioned way.
Yes, sir. Oh.
They're blocking side by Bates. This time gets fouled. I thought that was clean, but
he was going for the double block. That would have been nice.
Juice Gregory going to go to the line here. Let's take a look and see if he gets him with the body. I don't know. That was a little ticky-tack for me.
He did hold that one a lot longer than his first shot, though. He was trying to get that contact in the air.
Faux show.
Oh, goodness. It rolled out. Maybe that's the ball don't lie.
Mm-hmm. Gregory knocks it down, so Oak Hill continues to look good here. Drive by Moore. Snatch block by Juice Gregory. And then a drive by Monty Green.
Here comes the money.
Emily looks to drive.
Oh.
Nice pass to McQuinn.
A beautiful pass out of the shot.
25-13. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Figured you guys were here checking out high school. Least I could do. We don't generally get a ton of viewership for the high school stuff, but sometimes we do. Saturday is kind of a tough day in general.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, the high school games have been up and down on quality. Some days they're good, some days they're bad. So,
is this playoffs for high school?
That starts next week. I gotta look at the after tomorrow's games.
So we're nearing playoffs for both things.
Yeah. Nice reverse live. Oh, he is not able to connect. But yes, we are. We're close. We'll have one. The first place team looks like Prolific Prep probably will get a bye in the first round. I appreciate that, Jack. We ended up having 5. I will say it is the weakest class we've had. But you know, as we go along here, hopefully some of these guys start to invest and look to make their players a little bit better.
True. I feel like maybe a lot of them too. High school is the testing grounds for them to see how they like it.
Yeah, I mean, and high school's such a weird. Appreciate you, Downtown Dory, buddy. Hope you have a good day at work. Yeah, I mean, not everything is for everybody out of the gate. Gregory with the size mismatch down low puts that one in. I'll tell you after. 29-13. Kick out to Archer for 3. Bang! Connor wants to know. Connor, my son, I think it was 3. I don't know. It could have been a deep 2. Connor wants to know why he's not streaming this game. He just came down and said, "Why am I not streaming?" So, but oh, good. I'll explain it to him later. I just 16-point lead. Oak Hill looking really strong in this game. This is kind of goes back to the way Moeller looked early on in the high school season. So I don't know if they can go back to what they were doing last or 2 weeks ago because they looked like fire. So. Westbrook drives up off the glass, no good. Wooten comes Hutchison the other way. Again, Moeller's struggling right now. They're gonna fire up a deep shot. Deep 2 foot on the line. You gotta know your whereabouts though. You gotta take a little bit of a step back.
Exactly, half a step back. Look down.
Nice shot from the outside is good. Foul inside by Lou Williams. So I believe that's CJ Carpenter or DJ Westbrook to the line. I'm not sure. I forgot I never changed the number 11 again. I keep meaning to and I keep forgetting.
So many missed free throws.
Mm-hmm.
They're supposed to be free.
They're supposed to take advantage of them. But Moeller just continues. So the setter on Moeller, the good one is Desmond Bates. He's not in the game at the moment. He's sitting on the bench. He's number 22. He's right there. Green. There's a guy that I like too. He's played well. Robert Green. I think it's Robert Green if I remember correctly. Not Robert Green. Excuse me.
That's on my
Graham Green. Sorry.
Robert Green is a good player though.
No, Robert Green is a great player. Not good. He's great.
Yeah, facts.
He's like Frosted Flakes.
Tony the Tagger.
He's great.
So not to get too off topic, well, I mean, technically it's about the league, but if someone becomes the owner of the 3-on-3 team, as long as it's not like copyrighted, they can do their own logo vibe. Like they can do their own branding of their 3-on-3 team.
Yeah, we can talk about it. We can talk about it.
Okay.
Ideally, I'd like to try to create it, but depending on what it is, as long as it's not copyrighted, possibly. The issue, we can talk more about it though offline. There's a bunch of reasons, but we can talk a little bit about that after the stream. Halftime here, Oak Hill has looked pretty good, Spooky. Thoughts? What can Archbishop Moeller maybe do to get back in this game here in the second half?
You know, I think you've been saying it for these first 2 quarters. I think they need to get Bates involved. When you've seen him in, and he has gotten active, he's been able to score and get rebounds.
I did not mean to click through that. I apologize. I thought I was still on the first screen, so we're not gonna get to see any of the highlights. I do apologize.
It happens, man. It happens.
we'll see if Oak Hill can continue their reign here, or if Archbishop Moeller maybe starts to push the ball through the hands of Desmond Bates as they trail by 16 here, biggest lead of the game. Yes, the Flint Tropics are copyrighted, I believe.
Yeah, I would believe so too.
Armani Ryder leads all scores with 6 here in 6 minutes off the bench. I mean, ideally, the whole purpose of the 3v3 is to create a brand. So it'll be what, in my opinion, would be our pro league, because the pro league is so hard. If I'm going to be completely honest, there's so much to it, and I think this will be like a lighter version of that. It'll allow us content in between the seasons. So that's where my head was at when I started to do it. So
yeah, I think if all goes well, it would be pretty cool and a good way to spend the downtime of the season.
Yep, for sure. And the games are short, so we can run a bunch of games. It's not like, games at 21 probably take you 10, 15 minutes in a stream.
Yeah, unless it's just a fast game too. Sometimes you get those crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you could be done in 10 minutes, 5 minutes.
21-3. Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They just get a crazy run, or they only shoot threes the entire time. And
yep, and the intent is to keep track of stats. And I think I wrote this in the rule book too. Is you want to have, assuming depending on the number of games, every player that gets drafted will at least have to play 2 games minimum and potentially more. This just sees, because you're gonna draft a roster of 5.
In fact, and pick your 3, random 3. I think that would be pretty cool though too.
As of right now, it's 2 per, but maybe it ends up being more because it all depends. There's some things I gotta iron out yet. But now that I have a list of the potential people who want to have ownership, I think there was 12 that filled it out. Yeah, 12 people filled it out so far.
Heck yeah. Cool.
Kick it out to Black for 3, no good. Good rebound by Ritter, up and in.
That was one of the better looking fast breaks that I've seen from Oak Hill. They had all 3 people running there. Had options. Had numbers.
Archer now to Bates. They got to set up Bates. Bates has not had his back to the basket at all in this game. Drive floater is good. Not Park After Dark, because we're going to keep track of records, Jack. We're going to keep track of stats. Wins, losses, the whole thing. So branded teams with jerseys, like it's logos. It's not just, they're not gonna have the Park After Dark ringers, and we're gonna try to make it like a fish. So I think it'll be fun. If it will have a Park After Dark sort of quasi feel to it, but again, teams will have jerseys, logos, the whole 9. So
Park After Dark gives me like trauma from when I tried to play Park After Dark when it first came out, and like servers were crashing forever. And it's like, yeah, that's my experience with Park After Dark.
more leaguey, yes, 100%. I love the way you said that exactly. Still games to 21, because you don't want to play. I mean, I look at it as snackable content. They talk about streaming and TikTok videos, YouTube videos. They're all short, right? Like, one of the hard parts for our league as a overall is the length of the games. I mean, in a game a week, everybody wants more. And it's like, well, they're an hour. Yeah. They're an hour a piece, and we have 36 teams. It's a lot of content. So there's some things that I'm looking to shake up and try to change, but I don't want to take away from the premise. A lot of people feel like the league is. Some people feel like the league is broken. Some people feel like the league is, fine just the way it is. And I've got mixed reviews all over the place. So I feel like this is a good way to bring in a shorter version, you know, of
So,
that with the CSBA threes is
no,
more.
I think it'll be pretty cool though, and like I like the idea of keeping your records and everything, and then like also the idea too of being able to team up with a buddy you have on a different team and everything like that.
Yeah,
Or like,
and I'm hoping that allows. Well, it all depends because it's gonna be drafted.
oh yeah, so then yeah,
So they may not, but I like it because it will allow people to play with other people that they've never played with before. Which, you know, for me
that
is
is true.
which for me has always been a frustrating thing. Is there's a nice steal by Oak Hill, quick outlet pass to Black. The hesitation I think cost him, and then Williams gets fouled. But I think for me when I look at the current system with the college. You know, there are people that just continually want to play with the same people over and over and over again. And while I love that, and I love the close-knit aspect of our community, what bothers me about that is there's some really good other people that are out there that are either coaches or whatever that just, for whatever reason, because guys want to just continue to play with their friends. Those other teams are very hard to be competitive because it's just the same guys going to the same teams and packing up. And I get wanting to win, and I get that aspect. You're paying to a degree to win, or at least be competitive. And when you go to a team, there's always that chance you might not. But I do like the talent being spread out across. Nice play there by Archbishop Moeller.
So maybe that'll spark some transfers in the other season because someone really finds a buddy they really like to play, and then we just get some new mixtures in the league, all types of drama.
For sure, and guys will not be able to progress. So wherever they net out at the end of the season is where they will start from an overall.
Oh, that's cool too.
Like you can't go in. Oh, I'm going to pack up my guys. So like guys will be where they are at the end of the CSBA season. Ooh, nice defense there by Moeller, causes a turnover. So I do like that aspect of it. I'm thinking about next season putting the names back on the jerseys for high school.
That'd be pretty cool.
Because I did it because most people that play in high school don't have their name on their jersey.
Yeah.
I tried to create that realism, but it's so much easier to look.
See who it is.
I mean, I can see that it says Hawkins underneath, but
Yeah, sometimes with the like lights from there and everything, like it's hard to see.
But back to the CSBA threes, like the snackable content, you see it with videos, TikTok, YouTube, etc. Like people really lean into that because it's shorter.
Yeah.
Nice backdoor cut by Hawkins, reverse layup, no good. Moeller trying to make a push here, and they haven't done it. As Westbrook fires up the three, bang, cuts it to 9. I was to say they haven't done it yet on the backs of Desmond Bates here, so Bates cheers on from the bench. That's a big 3 there. Hawkins, 5 on the shot clock. Good defense here. Oh, and an active hands, and they cause a shot clock violation. Good job by Moeller as their defense starting to step up here. Comeback could be happening here. We'll see.
Yeah, Oak Hill probably is feeling a little bit of something right now. A little bit of worry.
Carpenter almost loses it. Goes inside the green. Double pump. No good. Ryan up with the rebound. Fires it inside. White throws it down. Got a couple other thoughts and things brewing in my head. Just always trying to make things a little bit better. Always try to progress. And now Oak Hill with another steal. Gets it to Williams. Foul. Counted him 1.
Dang.
It's Graham Green with the foul. Apologies for the yawn there. I've actually had 2 cups of coffee today. You wouldn't think that.
Switched up the decaf on accident.
I think maybe somebody did. I don't know. I was tired coming into this day anyway, so. Quick pass up court, no good. Gregory with the steal. Anthony from three-quarters court, no good. So 47-33, Oak Hill retained back to that 14-point lead. You're watching High School Hoops presented by the CSBA. We'll be back. Yeah, Night J Ray. I mean, listen, I know a lot of people want. Let's take a look at the State Farm Assistant game. I know a lot of people want the newer game. That's actually not that terrible pass there. Give that a B. Yeah, we always want to try to improve. We always try to want to make the user experience better. You know, I think I run into a lot of different problems. I think one is getting help. That's always a constant struggle every season. We're starting to see it a little bit more, but then I think guys get tired of helping, and they're like, I'm just going to take a step back, and they don't. So there's that element. There's the element of people want the newer game. Bates fade away, no good. People want us to use the newer game, but there are differences, so we'd have to actually... Which it's doable, but we just need a much longer off season to do it.
Yeah, lots of work because like a different archetype changes and like
the arcs are
everything for it. You got to go through and do all that.
Yeah, from what I've heard, Spooky, like the tendencies and the way guys play is much different. So there's newer badges. So there's elements to it, which again, we absolutely could definitely do that. I think the hard part for me is the amount of work that would take and require to do. There are elements that I can bring over from this mod to that one. You know, there's elements there that I absolutely would love to do. But like, think about it from this perspective too. NCAA 14 for college football. You know, for the sim leagues that have college football, right? I mean, we're 10 years. It's 10 years since that game.
Yeah.
You know, we're only
the mods and stuff. Yeah.
We're only at year 3.5 really for this one. So, but yeah, Jack, it would be it's a big process, and a lot of the foundation is built here. I've been talking about maybe a couple new archetypes, maybe, or some new legend tendencies. So I kind of have my hand on the blueprint of how some things were done, and in addition to nice play there, Bates lucky to save it though. We're gonna go to the line and shoot two, but like I've looked into some stuff. So, see, Zachary, we actually had one a long time ago. We are probably not going to go back to it. I'll be honest with you; it was more work than what it was worth. I think CSBA 3s might be that pro league. Yeah,
I think it would be pretty cool though.
Yeah, I mean that's the hard part about the part about the pro league is like, think about it. We have, so I think people forget this. I really want to make this. Yeah, there's a few things. So like, first, the reason we went away from the pro league is, one, I need somebody dedicated to do it, right? Because we run 36 teams, which is 18 hours of streams a week of just college basketball. Sleepo for 3, that's good. Cuts it to 13. I don't know if there's going to be enough of a run here for Moeller, but Spook, I think we talk about it. Like, one, we have 18 hours of college streams. That's not including high school, right?
Yeah, that's a whole part-time job, right?
Yeah, it is. And I mean, listen, Ace was hired to stream, so therefore he's going to be doing it now. I know you talked about potentially at one point maybe being able to stream for us, but like, if we had dedicated streamers to do it all the time, I probably would be okay with doing it. But the problem that we have is that we don't have the dedication to do it. There's a lot of content that we do from the college side of things. I love having it. Like, I would love to have it, but like, the way the structure was built the last time, you have all these guys going in at, let's just say your player was maxed out 95. Like, you go to college. I mean, you go to the pros, right? Like, do we reduce the players' overalls and bring them down and have people pay into it? Like, if there's that element, then I could at least then say, okay, well, let me go hire somebody and do it, right? But like, if we're just adding in a whole nother league and the guys are playing whatever they are when they leave college, like in theory, that's a lot of work without much reward other than just bringing additional content. So that's the reason why when I like kind of made the decision, and this is just being completely honest, and I'm not all just about money because it's not, but it's about time and and help too. So you got to keep that. There's a bunch of factors, not just one or the other.
And when you put your own expenses in too, that also it is you do want to try to break even and everything, which is valid.
Yeah, I mean at the very well, I mean I spend a lot of time away from my family doing a lot of CSBA stuff. Plus, I work a full-time job. It's very hard to then add more to that.
Yeah.
The CSBA 3s, at least it'll be a little bit more of a snackable content pro type league, but it'll be in between seasons. So I'm bringing some of that pro element, but maybe in a CSBA in like the NBA 3s or whatever that league was that they had. So
yeah, it's kind of like a little beta too. It's like a little test run.
Jack also made a very good point. It also probably stop people from creating new players, which then makes the CSBA even worse. I will say, Zachary, I plan on advertising again on Instagram just like I did before, probably in the next week, just to get more people for next season. So that is the intent. But I'm glad you found us that way, and obviously new blood and new people coming in, because I do think we're going to lose a bunch of people from this season. So this is kind of like our version of Wired Up right now because of the way the game is going. But, that's the intent, to try to bring more people in every season and ask people to spread the word to their friends as well who might like the league. The hard part is that everybody comes to the league, wants to make a free player. And that trend is continuing, is just continues to trend up and up and up and up. And it's hard. Wow, that is a tough bucket. By Csba.
I was so glad I didn't make a free player though, like with the daily check-ins and everything like that, and just starting off higher. I just feel like it was worth it too. Like I was just like, there's no reason to not become a blue chip. Like I know I'm gonna be spending my time in this, so I might as well get that head start to start.
Yeah, I mean, and again,
that was just me though.
No, and I think the people that listen, not everybody has money, and I get that. And we go back and forth to discuss Juice Gregory, player of the game. 11 points, 4-9. I will say that for some, they're either younger or just don't have the money. And I get it, and I understand that, and the way some of these leagues have gone to a whole progression model. But we've put so much time and effort into this that there has to... For me to run it, I have to get something out of it. It's just, I don't want that to sound greedy. Because I'm not greedy, because trust me, there are days that I mean, last year I can tell you right now, I made significantly less than minimum wage running this league.
Yeah.
And that was last year. Yeah. The other hard part too is there's so many sim leagues. We're post-COVID now. So the attention span, there's just a lot of factors, other competitive leagues. But yeah, I mean, Shicey said, then again, you can't just come in and think your player is going to be good without putting in a little bit of effort. And I get it. I still think there's a lot of people out there that don't even know what we have or how we exist or sim leagues in general. They just don't know about it.
I agree on that. I had no idea, honestly. I found out about this one through a football one, and just because my buddy was he looked up a basketball sim league, and this was the first thing to pop up on Reddit.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's just, that's why I feel like maybe,
By the way, Moeller's cut it to 10 with 130, but I don't think there's enough time left. Keep what you say.
I feel like maybe, too, because I was thinking about personally, because I do take clips of my guy, making a little, if you do have a highlight play, posting it on TikTok, and, just being like, oh, the CSVA Sim League, and I guarantee there's gonna be a couple people like, yo, what the hell is this?
We
Like,
started it. My son was actually running our TikTok. I just have not been able to be able to be consistent with it.
because I literally was thinking too during this game. Actually, I was like, I might make a highlight film for my guy, like as a freshman.
Nice, nice. I
I was
love
thinking
it,
like the Kareem vibes. I was like, it's kind of fun to watch and the putback dunks and all that.
Jack.
Yeah, well,
I appreciate you saying that, and I think it's hard. And I've everybody, the board of directors to me has said like, hey, Wired, you need to get rid of the free model, like. And it's hard because if you look at there are some people that are absolutely big parts of our community that is through the. I mean, I look at Rick Morton, okay, but he does stuff. I look at Eaton, he does stuff. G Hart was a free player, right? Now, granted, G Hart does so much back end stuff, so like to me, I look at him as a paid player at this point because he's worked for all that. But like, we do have members of the community that have done stuff. Problem is just that everybody thinks they're going to come in free, and I made the progression model and the free model a very difficult one on purpose. It's not. Listen, there are people that will have no problem grinding for it.
because even if you just watch the Twitch, like if you tune in for every stream, because then like once you get 2 streams in a row and when you turn into that first stream of the day, you get that 500 bonus. Even if you just farm your channel points, you could get the progression, and then at least you're giving viewership to the
Yeah, I mean, and then it creates exposure for us because if we have 50 people in a stream, oh, what's this? 50 people watching college basketball? I mean, look.
Well, also 2K20, and they're like, what the hell?
I mean, go back, look at our welcome new members channel every day. How many people are rolling in here? But the problem is our league doesn't generally talk to them. And then again, when they do make a player, they're all making free and they go, or they're ghosts. So it's very hard to convert. You create the excitement. You're hoping that they're going to come in. We've had people come in and be like, "This is amazing," and like to what you did, Spooky. You came in and
Yeah, I was like, I literally like, I started hearing about the announcing, and I was like, that sounds fun. I'd never done it before, and now I'm freaking picking up like 7 games a week.
yeah, and I love it. I love having you in the booth too. Real quickly, things stand out for me. Free throws for sure.
Oh yeah.
Points in the paint and bench. Yeah, I mean this game and rebounds. I mean the turnovers were high, 15 points to 10 points off of turnovers. It's not too far off, but like I think for me, it's got to be the interior for Oak Hill, which is surprising considering Desmond Bates the last time these two teams played was a huge factor. So the fact that it's reversed in this game is a little shocking. But Oak Hill maybe made an adjustment that Archbishop Moeller didn't. So
Oak Hill 7 steals though. It's a lot of steals.
it is a steals. Archbishop Moeller was a little.
And I think someone for Moeller fouled out at the very end of the game too.
Did I miss that? I might have missed that. Usually I catch that, but take care, Jack. Have a good day, buddy. Eric Sleepo, leading scorer for Moeller, 9 points, assists, a steal, 3 of 7, 2 of 4 from downtown. Max Archer, 9, 2 and 2, 4 of 6, 1 of 1 from downtown. Did have 2 turnovers. McQuinn, 6 points, 3 boards, a block, 3 of 4. Desmond Bates, who had went off for 28 the last time these two teams played, only had 6 points, 2 boards, a steal, and a block. DJ Westbrook, 5 points, 2 boards, assist, a block. Joseph Emily, 4 points, 5 dimes, though, from Emily, but he did have 2 turnovers, 2 of 4, 1 steal. CJ Carpenter, 4 points, a rebound, 3 assists. Also 2 turnovers, 1 of 4. Caden Hutchinson, 2 points, assist, 1 of 4. Graham Green, 2 points, 1 block, 1 of 3. Jeremiah Wooten, 2 points, 5 boards, and a block, 1 of 1. Before we go through Oak Hill, you look at these numbers and guess there's only 6 points. I can tell you right now, as you look through these, the players that have invested in their player, historically, if you notice, they have much higher points and assists and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind. Yeah. Even though we're only playing 6 minutes. Take us through Oak Hill.
Juice Gregory, 16 points, 8 rebounds, a steal, and 2 blocks. That's pretty decent performance. 2 more rebounds, that would have been a crazy double-double. Junior Ritter, 10 points, 5 rebounds. Desmond Black, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 1 steal, and a block. Lucio White, 8 points, or Lucio, excuse me. Lucio White, 8 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals. Lou Williams, 7 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block. Armani Ryder, 6 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and a steal. Monte Green, 5 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals. Juju Anthony with 3 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists on the night. Michael Hawkins, 2 points and an assist for the night. And last but not least, LaShawn Bryant with 4 rebounds and 3 assists on the night.
I didn't shoot at all. I didn't take any shot attempts. Interesting.
90 minutes up.
Yeah, that's going to wrap us up for high school. We've got 3 college games tonight. Make sure you tune in for that as rivalry week continues. And then 2 high school games tomorrow to wrap up our high school season. And then we're into the postseason. So any parting words before we head off?
I hope to see some of you guys in the next games, and I hope your guys' days are going great.
I will see you guys later tonight. I think the games all start at 8.